What's going on? This is AlTone and welcome to another absolutely fantastic day. Today I'm going to do something I've been promising for a long time. It's taken me a long time to get to it, but I'm going to share in this video the purpose and the meaning behind this bee. If you've been on my channel for any period of time, you know that the logo that I've been using to represent what it is that I'm presenting to you here has changed a few times. I mean, I've been, well, pretty much in my entire life, attempting to determine what my purpose was. For lack of purpose, lack of understanding has taken me in many negative places in my life, and I felt like at this point I was determined. I wanted to figure out what my purpose was, figure out what was the reason, the single purpose for which God created me for, placed me on this planet so that I can fulfill that purpose and actually find the value in myself that I keep sharing with you that's very necessary for you to find. So as God has been honing me, I've been on this thing, been doing this thing since 2013, as God has been redirecting my life and re-honing what my channel is and changing the environment and even the foundation of the subject and information that I'm providing on my channel. As he's been doing just that, essentially what I've been doing is looking and trying to find, not just looking in the Bible, looking in the Bible and trying to gain a better relationship with him, but also looking in different avenues and trying to determine what is my purpose, what did he actually place me here for. And so about a year ago, God put the inspiration in my heart for me to listen to the audiobook version of Your One Word by Evan Carmichael. I did just that. I started reading Evan Carmichael's book, Your One Word, and with the thought process and just thinking about in his focus, which I won't go into too much here because I soon will be on this channel putting out the Read to Be video about reviewing his book, Your One Word. However, one of the main focuses of that book is for you to understand the one word, or identify the one word that actually describes who you are, the depth of who you are, and what that culmination of experiences in your life has actually created you to be. So I was reading that book, I think I was about a third of the way through. In the process, also trying to come out of some bad habits that I had, trying to determine what it is that one word would be to describe who I am, or to be the one defining word to just speak to what my life has been and what it has become. And if you know anything about Evan Carmichael, his one word is believe, and he's all about helping you to believe in yourself. Well, my one word, even though it sounds similar, was be. And I believe the reason why that word means so much to me, and the reason why God just placed that word in my mind, was because all my life I'd been in some way, shape, or form attempting to be accepted by others, attempting to find acceptance and find value within myself based on what other people thought of me, or based on my many accomplishments or successes, even determining based on some of my failures what that one word to describe my journey in life up to 48, 49, going on 50 actually is. And be was that one word. So that the word be actually ended up being the one thing that, or the one word that actually described the journey that I've taken in my life up until this point. Understanding that there was nothing in me, or nothing that anyone could say or do that would define my true value to this world. Nothing could. No one individual could. No success or failure in my life could define that for me. My purpose was but one purpose, and that purpose is to be the unique individual that God placed me on this earth to be, because he created me from birth with the value and with the gifts and talents to be able to make a difference in the lives of others. And there was nothing that I could do, say, or do outside of that that was going to contribute to or add greater or less value to me. So that's where the word be in itself actually came from for me. Over the next couple of days, as I continued to get into his book, essentially what he said was, well, if you were going to take something, what a lot of businesses do is take a symbol or a figure or an animal of some sort and use that as a mascot around the foundation of who they are and what they stand for. I was trying to figure out, okay, what would that be? And essentially it ended up being, God showed me in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, he showed me the B. And that B in itself has three main points to it. The B stands for diversity, the B stands for purpose, and the B stands for life. This little B really speaks to what it is I'm doing here and what it is I'm doing in my life to be a benefit for others. Each one of us, every single one of us, are different in some way. Different backgrounds, we're raised in different environments, we have different nationalities, there's so many differences between us, the same way there are with bees. There are over 1,000 different species of bees, and each species of bee actually, in many cases, they can only see a certain color, and that color is associated with the flower or plant that they will pollinate. And as they do so, they contribute to the beauty that we see in this world around us. They contribute to, there's certain bees that actually pollinate roses. There are certain bees that pollinate lavender and all these different types of flowers and all these beautiful things that we see on this planet. And by them being diverse, it keeps the beauty of this world expanded. We don't just find it or see it in one place, but the bee is actually continuing to carry. Now, many other insects do the same thing, but the bee stood out for me. They expand and continue to grow and develop that beauty in the world that we see around us. And that actually speaks to purpose. The purpose of the bee in itself, again, is to just continue to build and to grow and to pollinate these different plants and life. I mean, all of this actually creates a complete and perfect circle, and that if many, and I say bee, again, I say the bees because they are primarily known for pollinating plants, but if it wasn't for them doing so, we would not have these plants producing oxygen, which then produces life. It sustains life on this planet as we know it. And that is part of the reason why that's part of the reason why I had to use the bee as a mascot, so to speak, of what it is that God has created in me. So we look at something as a bee and see that it's so small. Many of them are tiny. They seem so insignificant. And unless a bee is close to you and you're worried about him stinging you, you don't even think about them. You'll just walk past them. There are thousands and thousands of bees, and in some cases we even find that the lack of bees in the environment is actually negatively affecting the world which we live in. But they, in themselves, if they were wiped out, would have a tremendous negative impact on our world and on the life and the beauty of this world we live in. And it's the same thing for each and every one of us. Every single one of us has a specific purpose we're placed here for. None of us are here to serve the exact same purpose. None of us are here to speak to the same audience. All of us have our different experiences. We have our different gifts. We have our different talents. And as long as we continue to compare ourselves to each other and try to add other things to ourselves, money, power, status, popularity, as long as we continue to try to add those things to add value to who we are, we're going to continue to fail at being able to impact this world in the positive way that we were placed here for. So that's what the bee actually means to me. That's the reason why this bee is here, and this and is a part of my logo. It is part of the symbol that stands for what it is that God placed in me to be, to share with you, and to tell you to just be. I say be confident, be passionate, be strong, be yourself, right? If you take that phrase within itself, it sounds too much like every other motivational speaker. You need to know what the foundation of that comes from. And be passionate. Be passionate about the one who created you and developing a relationship with him so that he can help you to be confident. Be confident because you know him, you realize who you are. And and in your weakness, he is strong. You are made strong in your weakness by him, because he gives you the ability to be that he created you to be. That is, to be yourself, the way he sees you, not the way man sees you, not the way you see yourself, but the way he sees you. And the only way you can understand how he sees you is to build that relationship with him. So that's my 2 cents. That's where this comes from. I hope you enjoyed it in some way, and I hope that answers some questions for you. If it did, drop your comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.